We are witnessing a total political system failure in America.
Yeah, Jennifer Lawrence got your attention, didn't she? This is probably the most important video you will watch on TikTok in the history of you watching videos on TikTok if you're an American citizen, because TikTok is now banned, and this video talks about the problems in our country and in our government that leads to us humans, or citizens, excuse me, not being represented fairly in our country. All other problems that you care about, whether it be Palestine, LGBTQ rights, whether it be the fucking poison that they put in our food, are all sourced in this one problem. And that one problem has to do with the fact that our government and our government officials are bought out by major corporations. And that's because lobbying exists. Now, if we were able to get the right people in office to then pass laws that inhibit that from happening, we could actually change our country. We could actually change the system for the better. And this video talks all about how to do that. So please go watch that video. It's 5 years old. It still rings true to this day. It has Jennifer Lawrence in it. If you like her, which I think a lot of people do, you'll like the video. I don't know. I'm not a huge Jennifer Lawrence fan. That's not the point. Obviously, I'm a little worked up, and typically I'm not very worked up in my videos, but it just gets me excited because I think there actually could be change here in our country. I don't want to live in a country where my food is poison, or where the earth is dying, or where people don't have normal rights about their bodies. And I want to live in a compassionate world and in a compassionate country where we care about one another and we work for more of a collective mindset, where we come up with new ideas. Like, are you looking at other countries, how much better they're doing than America? And that's because the people at the top are benefiting from the current system. So go vote. And one other thing, if you think your vote does not count, I'm going to say something to you right now, and I want you to listen. You are part of the problem. If you believe your vote doesn't count and you purposely don't vote, you are part of the problem. There are people suffering in this country that need our help, and our help can be done with a vote. You may think that your vote doesn't count, but I'm going to lay it out for you. It does, because guess what? Who's counting those votes? It's the old lady down the street and the librarian across the way. Elections are not fraudulent. Why you feel your vote doesn't count is because when you do vote, the people in office are not representing you fairly because they're bought up by corporate interests. So it does count. It's just the aftermath that doesn't feel like it counts. Voting is a community service, and so is learning about your candidates. So you need to take the time out of your busy week to do that for the better of your community. Just like if you picked up trash on your street. Yeah, it's kind of annoying, but you're doing it for your community. You're doing it for the better of everybody. I don't care what your political affiliation is. This applies to both parties. It applies to everything. You're not being represented in this country. Let's have a collectivist mind state. Let's work together and let's make a difference.